Hey, welcome back. I'm still Fabian, a former automotive strategy consultant turned digital product manager. In today's session, as part of our ongoing series on digital product management, we're going to talk about Product Lifecycle Management, short PLM, and its relevance in and for digital product management / managers. So four main components I'm going to break down today. First of all, I will give you an overview of product lifecycle management, product strategy across the different phases of the product lifecycle, product management activities specifically at each stage of the lifecycle, and then managing transitions between the different stages of the lifecycle. Understanding the different stages is really important and can inform product strategy, development, and making specific marketing efforts and product decisions. But before I delve into any of the nuances, what actually is a product lifecycle and what are the different stages of our lifecycle? There are four traditionally in our product lifecycle management model. First of all, the introduction, second growth, third maturity, and fourth the decline. The first stage, introduction, is all about launching a new product into the market, building awareness and acquiring early adopters. The second stage delves into scaling the product, acquiring large customer base or bases depending on your product, and optimizing for growth and market share depending on your environment. Stage 3 is about maturity, so reaching a market saturation, maintaining market share, and focusing on profitability and customer retention. And decline is the inevitable, almost always, phase of a product where we face decline in sales, market relevance, we might consider product diversification, sunset, or revitalization strategies to keep our product alive. There are various characteristics, challenges, and opportunities associated with the different phases that are quite evident, and I'm not going to delve too much into detail, but what we have to bear in mind as we think about this model and its applicability and relevance in managerial practice is that it's an indication and creating awareness within our team that there are these different phases and where we are with our individual products and what this could imply in terms of informing our next steps is really critical. For example, if we have completed a introduction phase of our product, the next step is not necessarily to focus on reaching market saturation, but taking one step after the other is to focus on growth in terms of scaling the product, acquiring more customers, etc. So what does it actually mean in terms of the product strategy across the different phases of the life cycle? There isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. However, there are some general principles and best practices across the four phases. In the introduction stage, we would focus on generally product differentiation, market validation, and building early traction amongst our user groups. In the growth stage, we would focus on scaling operations, expanding market reach, and optimizing product features based on user feedback. Stage 3, maturity, is about innovating to sustain market leadership, diversifying our product offering, and focusing on customer loyalty and retention. Whereas in the decline phase, the final stage, we would evaluate different options for revitalization, sunset, or transition to new products or markets. And what is really critical for a product manager that he is, first of all, aware of these different strategies and tactics, and that we adapt our product strategy to the different dynamics of each lifecycle stage to maximize our product success and impact and value, etc. Third, I'm briefly going to talk about product management activities across the different stages. And in the initial stage, our introduction, we would typically do market research. We would focus on developing a or multiple potentially minimum viable products. We would focus on different user acquisition strategies and early customer feedback. Secondly, in the market growth stage, we would focus on feature expansion, user engagement optimization. We would focus on scalability improvements and market expansion initiatives. Whereas in stage 3, maturity, we optimize our product, we focus on customer retention strategies, we do potentially some competitive analysis, potentially benchmarking, and we plan diversification. And finally, in the decline stage, we do sunset planning, legacy product support, migration strategies, and portfolio management decisions. And as a product manager, for me, it is really critical to make sure that I can effectively navigate each lifecycle stage through effective strategic planning and execution. And it's not always binary in what stage we're in, so it's really an indication that can help us make some better decisions. And I would always not just try to kind of have a think about it, but really discuss this with your team. Okay, do you think we have really completed the relevant activities as part of stage X, if that's what we believe we're in, before we can move on to stage Y? And what does this specifically look like? Are there any specific elements we're missing? This is really, really critical and can help us operationalize in a fairly abstract and theoretical concept. Finally, delving into the managing of transitions between the different phases. We will, of course, want to anticipate and prepare for transitions through proactive market analysis and scenario planning. We want to, in an agile way, adapt to changing market conditions, customer needs, and competitive dynamics, highly dependent on the nature of our product. Of course, we want to also leverage data and feedback to inform decision making and mitigate risks associated with the lifecycle transitions. And it's really important to highlight the necessity and value of flexibility, resilience, and innovation in navigating the different phases successfully. And it's not really a heroic product manager that kind of has this vision and does it all by him or herself. It's really a collaborative team effort that we can reflect very deliberately into our agile ceremonies like plannings, reviews, and retros to revisit how we can leverage this concept. So to summarize and conclude, we have emphasized the significance of product lifecycle management in digital product management for guiding strategic decision making and maximizing product success. And I would highly encourage you to integrate lifecycle thinking into your product management practices to better anticipate challenges, size opportunities, and drive sustainable growth. I really hope this video was useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.